To ensure the wood is of the highest quality at the time of harvesting here in Talavera, we prune the trees by hand. This selective pruning process is therefore very important. With the Phoenix 1 variety that we grow here at this location, we have the advantage that we only need to prune in the first 2 years of cultivation, and now in the 3rd year, the trees are already completely free of branches, up to a height of approximately 6 meters. And the trunk, which becomes thicker and thicker from this diameter onwards, is then completely not free. Over the last 15 years, we have been working intensively on the topic of planting patterns. In other words, how far apart should I plant the trees when establishing a new stand? Our experience shows that the trees develop much more vigorously and quickly, and also grow straighter if we plant them relatively densely at the beginning. We plant here in a staggered pattern of 3 by 4 meters, which means around 800 trees per hectare, so that after 3 or 4 years, the trees reach a diameter of around 20 to 25 centimeters. Then we start thinning out the rows of trees. Every second tree, in this case every second diagonal row, is then felled. The wood is then used to manufacture our KiriTech modular construction system. From this point onwards, the trees remaining on the plantation receive twice as much sunlight and twice as much water. They also have twice as much rooting space, enabling these Kiri trees to reach a trunk diameter of 40 to 50 centimeters within a few years of thinning. After thinning, there are 2 options. Either remove the root system and allow the trees to continue growing at a density of 400 trees per hectare, or allow the harvested trees to sprout again. Here we see a tree that we harvested 2 years ago. In this short time, it has reached an impressive height of approximately 8 to 9 meters. When the thicker trees are harvested, we can harvest the new growth just a few years later. This is another special feature of Kiri trees. As already mentioned, we use the thinning wood to manufacture a modular construction system, which I will discuss in more detail later. The special feature here is that the tree is not sawn along its entire length for further processing, but rather we saw several sections of the trunk, each approximately 1 meter in length. Here in front of me you can see all the sections that come from a single thinning tree. Each section is then further processed. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different sections. These are sorted by diameter and then taken to the roundwood yard to dry. This allows us to achieve a 90% utilization rate of the trunk, which we can then process further. What remains are a few thinner branches, which are left on the ground, mulched and worked into the soil to increase the organic matter in the cultivated areas. So here we are at our round timber yard, which belongs to our plantation in Talavera. The previously harvested and deflected trunk sections are sorted here according to diameter and left to dry naturally in these bundles for a few weeks before being processed in our local small sawmill into a form that is suitable for transport and sale. I'll show you how that works now. Come with me. Here you can see our small sawmill located directly behind the log yard. A major advantage is that the machine is mobile. It is easy to dismantle and assemble, very simple to operate, and can therefore also be used at other locations where harvesting takes place. The trunk sections are lightly sawn on 4 sides so that we can stack the raw profiles on square timbers and thus ship them from here in a very cost-effective and space-efficient manner. Among other things, this also saves a considerable amount of CO2. Yes, as you can see here, these are the raw profiles, some of which still have a natural bark edge. However, these can be stacked very easily and in a space-saving manner. The packages are stacked to a height of 1.3 meters, enabling us to transport 2 packages on top of each other on a standard trailer. The wood is transported here for technical drying as an intermediate step before being processed to KiriBloX at our production facility in Tönnesforst, Germany. These wooden modules are suitable for constructing both interior and load-bearing exterior walls. I recommend watching our video, which you can find on our channel. Modular timber construction from 3 to 4-year-old KiriBosch trees. So that brings us to the end of our visit to the sustainable Kiri wood plantations in Talavera. I hope I have been able to provide you with some interesting information. If you would like further details, please do not hesitate to contact us. You will find our contact details below in the notes. See you soon, and thank you very much, Peter Diesenbacher.